We're almost near the end of the countdown. As my two daughters would say, we've got 2 more sleeps to go, and I got to tell you, I am so excited about this trip into the outback. I'm getting my gear all ready, as you can see in the background. Final checks before we head off. Got a few little wiring issues I've got to sort out in the rooftop tent to make sure the internal lights that I've wired up still work, but that should be another 10-15 minute job, and that should be ready to go. So we've got Matty flying in from Bourke. He's heading down to Sydney. He's going to be picking up we've got a D-Max or an MUX, we're not sure yet. Andy's getting his Rangy all sorted out. We're heading off first thing Saturday morning. I'm coming in from the Gold Coast. Matt, Andy, another mate Carl, he's coming in, or they're all coming in from Sydney, and we're all meeting up in Bourke. So for me, it's just over 1,000 Ks from door to door from my place to the campsite. I think Andy and Matty have about 750 K. So yeah, it's an epic adventure just to get to the start point for this journey. I drew the journey out on my wall map, my map of where I keep a record of where I've been, and the enormity of this trip and how epic it's going to be hit me. It's huge. It's a massive trip, and I can't wait to get started.
Folks, this is our Isuzu for the next little while. So we've got the MUX wagon, which is good news for me and my camera gear. No bull dust in the back of utes. My first impression is I love that colour. For one, that red is beautiful. It's a nice looking motor car from all angles. It seems to have some good rubber on it. It's immediately comfortable, and the thing that shocks me the most is I got in it and almost forgot for a second until I turned the key that it's a diesel. And that's Isuzu's heritage. They're truck motors. That's why we picked them. They're reliable. And yeah, well, I'll be letting you know a lot more along the way how I find it, especially coming from a petrol Toyota. But I'm really looking forward to getting some miles under us, some serious dirt roads, seeing some beautiful country, but doing it in comfort. You know, Bluetooth, stereo, air conditioning, heat up actually is probably more appropriate at the time of year we're going. But it's going to be a good ride. I'm really looking forward to taking this motor car with us.
Here we go. It's just after 4 o'clock in the morning here. Just about to get on the road. So excited. Can't wait. Let's do it. Just hit Moree, about 550k into it, which leaves about 450k for me. It feels like it should be mid-afternoon, but it's only about 10 to 11, so it's still very early in the day. Mate, how are you? Whereabouts are you, mate?
We're in Dubbo.
You're in Dubbo, eh? Cool.
Where are you?
I'm about 305k outside of Bourke, so I think I've got about I got about another 100k to Walgett, and then yeah, on to Bourke. We're about 60k east of Walgett, and I've just started noticing that the dirt is starting to turn into that really deep red dirt that the Australian outback is famous for.
Right, Andy, how's that? Bourke's on a road sign. We're within QE now.
When you say within QE, you mean like 200 kilometres to go?
Yeah, we're in the bush, mate. Yeah. It's not a Mona Vale anymore, sunshine.
Hey, you live in WA, don't you?
I do, and it takes me as long to do 200 kilometres as it does for you to get across Sydney.
Yes, I agree.
Alright, so Andy, what's the plan for today, mate?
Well, we're starting off here, where we've obviously camped here, just sort of at Mays Bend, just north of Bourke. So we'll duck back onto the Mitchell Highway. We'll head north to Angonia. And that's really where the dirt's going to start on this trip. So from Angonia, we'll turn left just past the pub.
Yep.
We'll head over the downs. We'll go past Captain Midnight's grave.
Yep.
And then we'll duck down here, probably to Yantabilla, or we may take the Dowling track, depending on track conditions and time and stuff like that. And then we'll head down to Eyre.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some lunch there from Ben and Margaret at Eyre.
Excellent.
We'll have a chat with them, because they do the best burgers in the outback, I reckon. And then from Eyre, we'll head across. This is a nice easy track here normally.
Yep.
So we'll head across to Tibooburra for evening camp, set up, go to the family hotel.
Yep.
Have a look at all the artwork there, and have a chat with the guys there, and hopefully get a nice bit of feed.
Sounds good.
Set up camp there, and that'll be the day. So it's about sort of 450k maybe for today. But pretty easy.
Half decent slog.
Half decent slog. Pretty easy though. Easy going. This is the tricky bit here.
Yep.
And away we go.
All right, let's do it.
It's the start of day one proper. We've just left Mays Bend. Had a great night last night. Good feed at the pub in Bourke. It's good to catch up with everybody, meet Carl and Paul. Everyone getting acquainted with everybody. So this is going to be a fun trip. I've said it already. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be an excellent week.
Andy, mate.
I understand you got a special delivery from Bundy Tech on the Gold Coast, mate.
Yeah, I did. Well, it sort of came via Hillboy, but yeah, it was special delivery. Yeah, definitely.
How'd you go getting it installed last night?
Don't ask me about the install, mate. It was interesting, shall we say. Hillboy and I, well, we all put it on at first at the servo when we topped up with fuel last night. In our haste, shall we say, we put it on back to front.
Yeah, tricks for beginners, eh?
Yeah, they always say you should have it open when you put it on, and we didn't do that.
Once we finally got it out, mate, how was it to sleep in last night?
Oh, that was awesome. I can see the appeal, definitely. I found the mattress a little firm, but I think I'll get used to that, or I can always put, I guess, a sleeping thing on top of it, or something like that on top of it. But yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, the mattresses wear in a little bit. They do get a little bit softer after a few sleeps.
Well, that's good. I was a bit kind of, I liked it. I must admit, I could see the appeal of a rooftop tent, definitely.
Yeah, your first comments this morning were how much you enjoyed it. Alrighty, so we've just hit the red dirt. We're just pulled over the side of the road, wearing tyres down to sort of somewhere between 26 and 28 psi, depending on the vehicles we're running with. This is going to be the first real good test for the Falcons, the AT 3Ws, on the dirt, on the red stuff, so we'll see how they go. You remember that segment we did a couple of weeks back with Matty, and he was telling us about the...
That's what he takes out to the bush.
I do, mate. And this track here is a bit of a reminder for me of why you take it.
Andy, so this is where it all came unstuck, mate?
Yeah, this bit of track here has got sort of mixed feelings for me, to be honest. Coming down here late one night, racing to get to Engonia. It's probably the closest I've ever come to firing off a E-perp.
Ouch. Well, how come? What happened?
Driving down here, a couple of bikes up in front of us, and could see hazards warning lights in the distance, and when we got there, got flagged down, and yeah, one of the riders had gone, basically looked like he'd hit a bit of this loose dirty stuff here, and ended up going through the fairing.
Oh.
At about 90k.
That's never going to be pretty.
Yeah, so luckily we had the sat phone with us, so we could call up the Ambos and the police. The local copper from Engonia turned up, and yeah, we got the bike back and locked that up in the cop shop, and yeah, the Ambo took him to Bourke.
Nasty stuff.
Yeah, broken collarbone, dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, you said he's had 6 to 12 months of recovery
About 6 to 12 months of recovery work.
Ouch.
Not a good event.
No, not at all, mate. Not at all.
Folks, here's something I've seen in movies a lot. Every western, every little Roadrunner and Coyote film, cartoon you've ever seen has got tumbleweeds. And I was just like an excited little schoolboy before. Bull and I were driving down the road, and an actual bloody tumbleweed just cruised across the road. And I know this is a tiny, stupid thing, but I'm so excited to just get out in new country, see that I haven't seen before. See stuff that, you know, you imagine, you have this idea in your head about it, but you get out here and it's cooler than you could ever have imagined. It is really, really, really good country out here.
So after a couple of long days on the road, we just pulled into camp and we figured, let's do something nice and easy for dinner tonight. So tonight we're going to do some nice pork with some onion, some spicy coleslaw, some cheese, some wraps. So we're going to make some Mexican wraps. We've also got some of this Durkee sauce, courtesy of Matt, some chipotle spices and also some lemon pepper. So we'll mix all that in with the pork, make it nice and spicy. It's a bit cool tonight, so it'll keep the chills out, and away we go. Yeah. So the Bidgie Barbie's ready. It's been over the hot coals for a little while. It's nice and hot now, so it's time to start cooking.